Which way? Left, right, up, down. What are the builders doing with pricing right now here in St. Johns County in this area in Florida? It's been a little bit crazy. Man, over the last couple of years coming through COVID, it went absolutely bonkers here, as you know, if you've been in the market for a house in the last couple of years. Of course, right when COVID started, everything sort of crashed, and then people wanted to move here and inventory got lower and prices went up. And what we started seeing was builders would start taking like bids for lots. They would have limits on what they could sell each month, and incentives pretty much just disappeared. Then fast forward to maybe July 25th or so. If I had to put a date on it, that's the date I would choose, would be July 25th. Something shifted in the market and demand dropped, and interest rates had gone up and demand dropped, and all of a sudden there was more and more inventory coming on the market. And what we started to slowly see, well, actually not that slowly, is builders started coming back with more incentives again. So from zero now maybe, or from zero incentive and making you bid against other people to get the lot, now they were a little bit more, I wouldn't say hat in hand, still a very healthy market out there, but we're starting to entice buyers to come and buy the homes. And so we started seeing flex type money, and we'll do another video about spending flex type money and what that is, covering closing costs, most builders don't like to reduce the price of a home so much because that can affect the whole neighborhood. And so be thankful if you live in a neighborhood with a builder that they're not slashing prices on homes. It helps keep your value higher. But what they will do is add design credits, give you money towards closing costs, all that kind of good stuff. And so we started seeing more and more of that happening, even to the tail end of last year and into this year. And now what we're seeing again, though, is we just had a builder rep reach out to us and let us know in one of the neighborhoods down in St. Johns County here, where they're limiting sales again this month and they can't sell anything else for the rest of the month. And we're starting to see incentives go from maybe $15,000 to $5,000. And I suspect maybe by the end of March, we may be getting back to spots where the builders aren't offering incentives, or definitely not as much incentive. Now, the way things have gone for the past couple of years, I don't want to be out there making all these predictions and saying this is what it's going to look like in May and June. But I do feel like from January, February, that buyer activity has actually started increasing here in St. John's, and we're going to start seeing a little more pressure on inventory again. So what I've been seeing is maybe it hasn't been as bonkers when we list a home. We're not getting 25, 30 showings necessarily, although we have had a few like that come where we've had multiple offers again. But in general, what I'm typically seeing is not as many showings as there were the same time last year, but the people coming to look at the houses are serious buyers. And out of those 4, 5, 6 buyers that we might have the first weekend, 1 or 2 of them are making offers. We're going under contract pretty quickly. And when I talk to my builder friends, they're sharing that, yeah, they're getting a lot of activity, and the people that are coming through, there's a lot of serious ready to buy buyers in there right now. So if you are thinking about buying a home here in St. Johns County, let's connect sooner rather than later, at least to get our finger on the pulse, see what you're interested in. We can find out when something's hitting that might be a perfect fit for you while there's incentives right now. Because of our buyer relationships is another little secret that I have too, where we can actually oftentimes get you some homes that are coming back to the market before anyone else does. So let me know if you are in the market here, and I would love to get you on the list and let you know when we find out when things are possibly coming back to the market. But again, I don't know what's going to happen in the next, couple of months even, but what we are seeing right now is some of the builders are tapping pause on sales for at least the next couple of weeks, up to a month, because they've already sold too many homes in the neighborhood. They don't want to get backlogged where they can't fulfill their commitments. So reach out if you have any questions. In the meantime, stay classy, St. Johns County.